I'm a Sony shooter, but I've been playing around with my wife's Fuji X-T30 Mark III a lot lately, and I've been loving the in-camera film recipes. So I've been trying to figure out how to get these types of film styles over onto something like a Sony camera. And I think I've gotten pretty freaking close. Let me show you. And I know color is subjective, so here's some photos I was able to take with these settings, just so you guys know that this actually works. As for older generations like the A6400, I'll create another separate video on that, showing how to get good colors on those cameras. But this mostly applies to the more recent cameras, I would say post 2020. To set your camera up properly, make sure you're in photo mode and hit the menu button. And make sure under your image quality settings, you set this to RAW plus HEIF. Now right above that setting, you'll have one called JPEG/HEIF switch. Under that, make sure you select the HEIF 422 option. Go ahead and back out to your exposure and color settings. Under that tab, go down to color and tone. Make sure that D-range optimizer is turned on. This is just your dynamic range optimizer that will automatically tone map your image, so that if a scene has too much contrast, it'll help compensate for that so that you don't get super blown out highlights and super dark shadows. Now your creative look is really where we do the heavy lifting. You've got a lot of options in here. Standard, portrait, neutral, vivid, vivid 2, film, instant, soft high key, black and white, sepia, and then we have a couple of user adjustable presets. The standard preset gives you very clean colors right out of camera, but if you're trying to emulate the film looks you get on a Fuji camera, what I would recommend sticking with is either the film, the instant, the soft high key, or the black and white presets. For the film preset, I use the following settings. I set my contrast to +2, my highlights to around -4, my shadows to around -3, fade to +1, saturation +1, and sharpness +1. For instant, very similar settings. The only one that I change is the fade. I leave that at 0. By default, the instant preset has a lot less contrast than the film preset, so I find that there isn't really any fade necessary to create a softer shadow roll-off. I found that those two presets get me pretty close to the colors I would get from a classic chrome or a classic neg preset on a Fuji. And for the longest time, I've been adjusting white balance manually, but on modern Sony cameras, the auto white balance has actually gotten pretty good. So I prefer to leave it on auto since we're shooting raw anyway. I don't really care about getting wrong white balance since I can fix that pretty easily when I edit the photo if I need to. Now, if you only shoot raw or you're using another brand, I'd recommend picking up a color chart kind of like this. These are pretty cheap. They're about 16 bucks on Amazon. Shoot the photo with the Fuji using the color preset that you like. Take a picture of that color board and then shoot the exact same photo on the Sony or whatever brand you're using. And then in Lightroom, you can go ahead and adjust the colors to match the exact same ones you've got on the Fuji. It's the most accurate way to match colors between cameras. And so if that's something you're interested in, highly, highly recommend that. I'll be making another video on that soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next one.